viewers, good afternoon. Today we'll be looking at Nigerians' opinion on the lifting of the lockdown by the federal government. Are you in support of it or are you totally against it? Looking at the increasing rate of the virus, come along with me as we speak with some residents of the Federal Capital Territory. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Looking at the increase of this virus that is living with us now, do you think that lifting of this lockdown by the federal government is ideal?
First of all, I said when the whole thing started, I said it's not ideal because the best way to control this is by staying at home. I know it is going to be very difficult for our people, but we should stay at home. That's the best option. And isn't it now when we know very well that Kanu is another bombshell? I don't think it's a very good idea. It's not good at all.
What do you think the federal government should do now?
The lockdown should continue. As a matter of fact, it's going to hurt a lot of people, but I know it's for the good of everybody. It's not just the federal government. It's not just the government. It's for the good of everybody. Let's stay at home. I know we were not prepared for this, and everyone knows that we were not prepared, but it's not just us. Even world leaders, other countries too, they are suffering it. So we should just embrace it for now. I know it's going to be difficult, but with time we will overcome it. It's better to survive and strive than to die struggling.
70% of Nigerians based in daily income. That's why I said it's very good. And another thing they have to do for masks is that, you see, face masks, hand sanitizer, educate people more to use it. So that not that they open the lockdown, means that everybody should move around and contact the disease. You know, in Nigeria, many people due to the way Nigeria people behave, many of them did not understand that the disease is real. So they should not use the opportunity that federal government open up the lockdown and you keep on contacting the disease and you go and meet your loved one at home. It's not good. So what our advice to federal government is that if they check that if Nigerians are not maintaining the rules and the regulation concerning this COVID-19, they should close it down again and educate people more. That is me. Because life is better than money.
There's no need. If you lift it, it's risking the life of the individuals. If it's increasing, when there is lockdown, is it when they lift it that it will come down? It will increase the more. So there's no wisdom lifting it. The best thing for let's suffer the lockdown until the whole thing has died like Ebola. We all can come out.
It is a good one. We just have to improve on our earlier strategy. There is no developing country that can withstand a prolonged lockdown. That would be too bad. The full weight of the economic impact will be too much for Nigeria to bear. So, and I think at this time when sensitization is already high and everybody is already getting so careful about the virus, we are getting used to it, to how to live with it. I think it is a time to modify the initial strategy. Everyone has to go about their own businesses. While we are protecting lives, we must also protect livelihoods.
The lockdown, they do the right thing by legs the lockdown. So they did the right thing because it legs off. Even me, I cannot be able to come out all this way. So, but now I can come out.
Well, looking at the increase of this virus, do you think that they've done the right thing?
It's not the right thing, but the way people are suffering, you know, it's not like everybody is isolated in one place. So it's the little people that is affected, that they quarantine in the hospital, it's not only them that is affected. It affects those of us that's even at home. Because what we have has finished, and there's no way to go out and see something and to get money to eat and feed our family. So it's not easy. And the government, there's no possibility for us to say, okay, government is going to do something about it. So the little thing that they are doing, sharing palliative, is not reaching everybody.
Look at the way people are going up and down now. Before you know, they can contract this disease. And up to now, they didn't see the vaccine. The only vaccine for us is for us to stay indoor, so that we will not mingle with people.
Nigeria, we know, is a disorderly society. Nigerians are not orderly. You understand me? We are not disciplined, and we are people who don't stick to instructions. From this lifting, you can see that there are some persons who are not still abiding by those laws that the government have put in place. You understand me? You meet people, the social distancing is not there. For instance, last night when I was going home, the order is that people should be seated at the back seat, isn't it? But because the law enforcement at that hour are not on the road, people started loading 3. I insisted that no matter what, I have paid the extra amount you said I should pay. Nobody should sit with me. That was how I have to co-opt that and arrest the situation.
Federal government should help masses, like those that are based in their daily income. Let them help them. It's very, very important.
In what way?
Okay, in many ways. One, they have our BVN. If they want to give us money, they can send BVN. Let me say through BVN. They can send money through BVN. Every week.
I think the government has to come in at this time. Like the CBN governor has said, they are trying to give bailout. I think some palliative to people in the informal sector of the economy, like I said earlier, to improve their businesses. Those whose businesses have been affected greatly by the COVID-19 pandemic. And the government will have to also come into it now to see that most especially people in the agri sector are so supported now.
That palliative they are talking about is for the politicians, because they will gather little people and they will pay them little amount. It's not everybody. It's for the people. Because for politicians, if they are from the political zone of your area, they will gather little people and give them little money, like 5,000 and all those things. But in my area, I didn't see anything there.
My advice is that we should endure and live. We should endure and stay in our homes. Let them lock everywhere. Let's stay at home and live. When everything has died down and has gone, now we can come out and continue our businesses and everything.
All I have for the masses is their health is more important. You understand me? A living dog is better than a dead lion. Our health is paramount to us.
Charity Nwakodo reporting for The Sun TV.